Stop using your old phone. But I just bought it. No worries, because I brought you a list of devices that are mostly launching by next month, that's March 2025. Starting right off with Motorola, who is supposed to bring the Moto Edge 60 Pro by this month's end. Already listed in the BIS certification site, but yet no specs confirmation is there, but expect it to focus on cameras more as usual, and also maybe a new Snapdragon chipset which might be the new Snapdragon 7 Gen 4, but that's just rumors. But yes, by March this phone should come, but has a chance of getting delayed a bit, and expected pricing should be around 33,000 rupees to 35,000 rupees. Realme as usual is set to launch a couple of more smartphones, but the one that I'm excited about is the Realme Neo 7 SE, which will be renamed to Realme Gt 70 when it comes to India. It will have a Dimensity 8400 Max chipset and of course a new design. Rest it has that LTPO OLED display with 6000 nits of peak brightness drama, and yes, a proper IP68 and IP69 water protection rating maybe this time, with 7000 mAh battery, and maybe a downgraded 80 watts fast charging as opposed to 120 watts in the GT60. But let's see what changes actually occurs when it comes to India, which is said to be by next month, and expected pricing is around 30,000 rupees. Also, Realme will showcase a new Ultra series phone. Hopefully it doesn't have a 1080p video recording limit in the front camera, but yeah, not yet confirmed to be launching soon or anything. The Iqoo Neo 10 Pro is sadly delayed and might launch in like around May of this year, but while you wait for that, what's confirmed to launch in March is the Iqoo Neo 10R, which is launching on 11th of March and will bring a Snapdragon 8s Gen 3 with 6400 mAh battery and an 80 watt fast charging with the same old 50 plus 8 megapixel rear camera and 16 megapixel front cameras. And as usual, it will be a gaming centric device which is supposed to be priced under 30,000 rupees, which will make this a really good deal for budget gamers. Let's see what actually happens on the 11th of March. Now Poco is also set to launch a new phone, that's the Poco M7, which will launch on the 3rd of March with probably a Snapdragon 4 Gen 2 chipset with a minimum of 6GB of RAM and up to 12GB of RAM. But will that be a physical RAM or 6GB physical RAM and up to 6GB virtual RAM, which will be a bummer. With a 120Hz IPS display maybe and a 5000 mAh battery, and might be priced under 10 to 12,000 rupees, as the M7 Pro is already available under 14,000 rupees currently. Next we have the Nothing Phone 3S series, which will have the Nothing Phone 3A and the 3A Pro, which I've already made a detailed video about, link in the description or on here in the I button. But yes, both of these will have a 2x and 3x optical lenses respectively, and a Snapdragon 7s Gen 3 processor, and a fresh new design which some might like and some might hate. The display is now a little bigger with the same size battery and a plastic body. The phone 3A might come under rupees 35,000 rupees or 28,000 rupees, and the 3A Pro around 30,000 rupees or 35,000 rupees, and both of these will be launching on the 4th of March. And yes, the Nothing Phone 3 might be launching around June or July this year with probably a Snapdragon 8s Elite chipset, but there's no strong rumors though. We still have to wait a little more for that phone. Talking about Nothing, we also have to see what CMF's up to, and maybe the CMF Phone 2 might be also launching by March end or might get a little delayed, but it is coming soon with a possible Dimensity 7400 processor, which will be a little upgrade over the Dimensity 7300. Plus it might finally have a stereo speaker setup with dual cameras, but will there be an ultra wide angle camera? Who knows. Rest almost everything is going to be around the same, maybe with a fresh new design or not, and might be priced under rupees 20,000. Samsung is also set to launch its A series of devices, which will include the A56, A36 and A26, where the A56 will get a new Exynos 1580 processor, while the A36 might have a Snapdragon 6 Gen 3 or a Snapdragon 7s Gen 2, and the A26 and Exynos 1280 processor. And rest all of these phones will borrow almost everything from their individual predecessors with the same display and protection and even the cameras. So yeah, nothing to get excited about these phones, and these will launch on the 19th of March, maybe together or a few days here and there, but yeah, you will get to know everything on 19th of March. And you could expect the A56 to be launching around 45,000 rupees, the A36 around 35,000 rupees or 40,000 rupees, and the A26 around 25,000 rupees. Also not to get excited about will be this phone from Vivo, that's the Vivo V50e, which will basically be the Vivo V40e, which is already a trash phone but with a newer chipset that might be the Dimensity 7300 and might be priced around 25,000 rupees, which makes no sense. But the best part about this is Vivo is already planning to launch the Vivo T4X by March, which will also have the same Dimensity 7300 under rupees 15,000, which is the right price to pay for this processor with an upgraded 6500 mAh battery. So for tight budget gamers, this phone might be it. Also, Xiaomi is ready with the premium series of phones, that's the Xiaomi 15 and Xiaomi 15 Ultra, which is said to be launching globally on the 2nd of March, where both of these will have the latest and greatest Snapdragon 8 Elite with mostly focus on the cameras, where the Xiaomi 15 Ultra is said to have a 200 megapixel 4.3x periscope zoom lens. The Xiaomi 15 will also have a 5400 mAh battery now in a compact 6.36 inch body, that's also good, and the Ultra will have a 5500 mAh battery, and these will have a really good potential to become a good performance centric and also a good camera centric phones from Xiaomi. The Xiaomi 15 might retail at around 70,000 rupees, while the 15 Ultra might retail at around 90,000 rupees or up to 1 lakh. So these were some of the upcoming phones in India, some confirmed while some are still in doubts. But yes, they will come around March or a bit later. So which one are you waiting for? Let me know in the comments, and as always, till the next one, this was Riddhi. See you guys.